Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Alona's Show and Tell. I'm Alona from Gould Genealogy and I've got some new products to show you today, so let's get to it. My first one is Convicts, Capitalists and Corruption, New Brigham and the Colony Settlement West of the Great Divide. Now hopefully you can see that all right. So New Brigham is a small place, a very tiny place, halfway in between Bathurst and Wellington in New South Wales. And Kate Gadsby, the author, she actually moved to the area. And once she moved there, she decided she wanted to know more about it. So she, having a love of history, actually set about finding out about it. And look what she's come up with. This is the most amazing history. Chock-a-block full of stories and pictures and maps and everything. She tells you about the local pioneers, the settlers in the area, the local Aboriginal tribes, I should say, bush rangers. Ben Hall even actually held up the New Brigham Hotel in 1865. So the place is full of history, and Kate has actually recorded all of that here. So it's a great read and something certainly you would enjoy if you do read it. So that's Convicts, Capitalists and Corruption. Now my second one is a battalion history. So the making of warriors, the 1st Australian Infantry Battalion, the City of Sydney Regiment, 1939 to 1942. We actually sell a lot of battalion histories. Obviously, people are researching their family history and they're interested in, they've got somebody in the war, in World War I, World War II, and they want to know more about the battalion and what they did. So this particular one relates to this, just the 1st, or as it's called, the 1st from the Second World War. And the battalion was made up of very humble, simple means, people, from that kind of background. But throughout their war, because they actually went to North Africa through Bardia and Tobruk, through to Greece, onto New Guinea as well, and went to the Kokoda Trail. Throughout all of that, they attained the reputation of being very fierce warriors. So this book tells you their entire story. It is made up largely from recollections and also war diaries. So if you've got an interest in that particular battalion or just military history in general, that's a new book that's just been released. Now, also on the topic of war, on World War II, you would probably know that Darwin was bombed, but did you know that on the 19th of February 1942, there were 180 Japanese fighter planes actually came across the city and bombed it. Now, one of the places in there that actually got hit was actually the Darwin Post Office. So this book, Direct Hit, the bombing of the Darwin Post Office, is a story specifically relating to that. It got a direct hit and obviously it was obliterated, and as a result 10 people actually died in that particular bombing. So this book is basically written as a tribute to those people who died. There are biographies of all 10 of them. There's a story about the actual raid, and there's actually information on what happened afterwards. So that's Direct Hit, the bombing of Darwin Post Office. Now my next title that I want to show you, but I can't actually show you because it's an ebook, but we do have a CD edition of it. So it is New South Wales Telephone Directory, 1946, Section 7, North and Northwestern Districts. So this is just a part of one small section of a New South Wales directory, and it just covers a certain number of districts. So telephone books in general are a fantastic resource for family historians. They have names, they have dates, you can put them at a date, they have addresses, they have businesses in the local area as well. So they're great stuff. It also has the white pages and the pink pages, pink ones were prior to the yellow pages. So that's this particular one. And just to give you an insight of what it covers areas of Armidale, Emerald Hill, Glen Innes, Gunnedah, Inverell, Moree, Corindi, Tamworth, Uralla, Warialda, and plenty more. So that's now recently available as an ebook, previously available as a CD as well. So that's New South Wales Telephone Directory. As far as CDs go, we also have heaps and heaps of CDs of English parish registers. Now, you might say, why on CD? Well, that's what we have. Yes, you can get a lot of them available as downloads elsewhere on the internet, but people do still want CDs, so that's what we sell. And this particular one is a new one we've just listed, called it's Parish Registers of the place of, and I do apologise if I get this wrong, Llandinabo, Pencoed and Harewood. So covering the era of roughly 1564 to 1812, and you get births, marriages, baptisms, marriages and burials, let's get that right. And it's not the original records, it's basically like an extract with all the index type entries as well. So you get all the information, just not the original handwritten records. But there's hundreds and hundreds of pages of parish records just for that particular parish. Like I said, we've got hundreds of these covering different parishes all across the UK. If you are after a particular place, check it out on our website. Now, the last title I have for you is called Fashion and Family History, Interpreting How Your Ancestors Dressed. So this is written by Jane Shrimpton, a very well-known photo historian in the UK, and she's written this book, nearly 200 pages worth actually, telling you how, teaching you how you can actually interpret dress from history. So she talks about the social significance of dress in things like religious occasions and marriages, when people were in mourning, when they were playing sports, and a whole heap of other occasions as well. It covers men's dress, women's dress, and children's as well, right from the 1800s through the 1950s. And as you can see, she's got she's got lots of pictures in there and a lot of description as well. So it's getting really, really good reviews from various various places elsewhere, and it's proving very popular. So that is a new one that's just been released. So Fashion and Family History. So that's all I have for you today. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you do have questions relating to any of those, please feel free to either contact us directly or leave a comment below. We would love to hear from you. So thank you, and stay tuned. We've got plenty more.